PRISM is a magical girl series currently being turned into a video game by June, aka actually Ray, aka Jinja Ninja OWO, and their team. The main premise of the series so far is that Prism fighters get these creatures called prisms which help them transform. The fighters protect the city from creatures of darkness, and the city they're in has been covered by a dome that no one can get in or out of. Today, I'm going to be turning my persona into a Prism character. I'll be discussing a lot of character design, trying to study June's style, discussing lore, and just having a generally fun time. And if June or anyone on their team sees this, hello! You guys do amazing work. Also, I kinda went wild on this video, so all the art I've made is going to be available as a free digital sketchbook PDF on my VGen. And if you like more stuff like this, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. I kind of reverse engineered how I was going to go about this, and I started off with the actual magical girl design. So my Sona is a mailman, and she's an interdimensional mailman, so I knew I wanted to incorporate space, stars, letters, the whole shebang. And I started off by using a highlighter brush to block out the body, then playing around with some shapes, like skirts, hats. Do I want chunky boots? Do I want chunky pants? Etc. I like doing this. It helps me a lot when I used to do character design projects. Overall, I really like the idea of having ruffles, a puffy skirt, and a big hat. I knew I wanted that to be a really important part of it. I also decided to give her a big old ponytail, just because I think it worked a lot better with the silhouette, and I think it looks so fun. Also, as per Prism rules, I'm trying to stick to one main color and one accent color. I kind of lost it later on in my process, but you know what, it's okay, it happens. I also did some expressions while I was trying to figure out what she would look like. I looked at June's style. I also have their sketchbook, volume 1, in real life, so I kind of just looked at that. I'm personally still struggling with this, but as for her weapon, I was thinking maybe she fights with a sword that looks like a giant fountain pen, or summons letters to throw that are sharp. Something to do with mail, because that's kind of just what I know. As for her human form and design, I have some lore, but she is also a mailman as a civilian. I'd like to imagine because communication is down mail and delivering stuff has probably helped a lot, or maybe has been needed for whatever reason. She's a messenger, and because she's also a prism fighter, I imagine she's able to get around faster. I gave her little wings on her boots, kinda inspired by some epic designs, if you know, you know. In my head, she gets a lot of resentment from basically just moving to the city right before the dome kind of appears, so now she's stuck there, similar to Neneko, and now stuck with a job that she doesn't like, which is being the mailman, and also being a prism fighter, which is something that she's definitely still getting the hang of. I imagine she's not as strong as the others. As per Prism design rules, more colors means more power, and her main color is only purple, and white and black don't really count, so she's kind of just trying her best. It's really weird to say, but I am OC-ifying my Sona, which is just like layers upon layers, but I've had so much fun with this. I feel like I'm having a lot of freedom just trying to experiment, play around, see what I'm able to do, and it's just really fun. I think doing this process like a digital sketchbook has actually helped me learn a lot, and I'm not too stressed about like a final project, which I enjoy a lot more. I ended up drawing a small page of her civilian form. I like this one a lot. You get the general male outfit, her civilian form, what she looks like. She's very tired and overworked because this gives her purpose, and I feel like just being in the dome is depressing for a lot of people, especially prism fighters. Because she's on the move so often, she also is living that van life. I drew some items. She mainly has her duffel bag. The back of her van is just stuffed with letters, packages, parcels, some of which maybe don't get delivered. Who knows? Also loves Reese's Pieces, and that is just me projecting, but I love Reese's Pieces. They are my favorite candy ever, I think. So tasty. Anywho, that also got me thinking about the actual van that she lives in. What's the interior like? What's her sleeping situation? And that got me doodling so much, and I think asking questions like these just help you figure out and flesh out OCs so much more. And it's also just really fun to imagine how they react to certain scenarios, how they're dealing with things. and you learn more about them, and oh my god, I enjoy it so much. I like to imagine Prism Mari is sleeping really bad, like has really bad back problems, just sleeping on the floor with like a blanket, duffel bag pillow, letters around that she's too lazy to not deliver, but take out. I don't know how if death in Prism is similar, if abstinence can, if the dark creatures can kill people, but if they can, that would suck, and that means, hey, lots of undelivered messages, which is really sad, and it means maybe just for sentimental value, she doesn't really feel right getting rid of them. I imagine that Prism Mari as well is not generally good at getting close to people because she's so, oh my god, excuse me, she's so used to just moving on quickly. Her job literally has her moving around, but I imagine maybe in Kat's team, she gets attached to everyone pretty quickly. Going back to the van itself, I wanted it to be pretty small, or at least medium sized, nothing too crazy. At the back, there's like a small organizational area for a bunch of letters, maybe a mini desk and a stool, also a little window that shows the driver's seat. And she tries to make it home, but I imagine that it's just a bit tight. But I imagine that doesn't stop others like Neneko, because whenever they're there, they're probably just drawing. Everyone brings like a little something just to help make it better. Hopefully Mari gets a proper mattress, because that would be really sad if she didn't. For the actual Prism as well, I was going down a mouse route because I personally see my Sona, me, as a person, I'm very mouse-like, and I also really like mouses and rats. I think they're very cute. And now this is the part of the video I had the most fun, which was character interactions. It's like I put a bunch of little lab rats together and I see what they do. I feel like I'm playing The Sims. I wanted to showcase just how she reacts to others, how she's interacting with everyone. I have Zuzu helping her with her Prism uniform. I think it's so cute. I especially like the doodle of Neneko and Mari. I think they're both just very comfortable with each other. Risa and Neneko are my favorite Prism characters. I love them a lot. I don't want to pick favorites. They're all so amazing, but I have a soft spot for those two particularly. And I'm also really happy with the drawing in the upper left, which is everyone coming over to set up like a game while Mari is sick. And I think, I don't know, I really like this one a lot. I'd like to do a proper illustration someday. I think it's very cute. Just putting everyone in a room together. Hokuto is maybe not used to playing video games, but she's trying her best. Overall, I had so much fun doing this, and I plan on hopefully drawing characters interacting more since it's something I think I'd like to work on. I really liked drawing Neneko rage baiting Mari. The like 6-7 is really stupid, but I thought it was really goofy and silly, so I'm happy with that. Trying to replicate June's style in this whole digital sketchbook, I tried to use a different brush than my usual. This one didn't have that much pen pressure, if at all any, if I remember correctly, but keeping it one size or just adjusting it very slightly was really fun, and it helped me try and make sure I focus on the overall picture, which is something I still struggle with, but I genuinely again learned so much just from trying to replicate someone else's style. I had June's sketchbook pulled up in right beside my laptop, and also the digital one, just so I could get reference. I looked at their art fight, just tried to figure out how they do things, and I'm a big fan of how June particularly draws and renders hair and eyes. I think that they managed to do it differently for each character in such a way that you're able to immediately tell who it is. And that can be so important, especially when you're creating character designs, because if someone can immediately tell who your character is just by their silhouette, just by maybe their eye shape, their hair, I think that proves that you've done a really good job of creating an iconic or recognizable character, and I think that's really awesome. Going into more character interactions, I wanted to draw Apollo and Mari interacting at least once, and I unfortunately did that. I miss my wife Tails. I miss her a lot, because I thought it'd be a little silly. I'm not too used to drawing Apollo, but I have friends who love him a lot, and June loves him a lot, obviously. Hello. I drew Hokuto and Mari drawing outside, just because I think it'd be fun for both of them who are maybe used to staying inside or not really interacting with a lot of people to just get out together, try and work things out. Mari and Reese post-training, and also that one meme where it's like, I'm not calling you a good boy, you killed me 5 people, or I forget how the meme goes. And for these doodles, for a few of them, I tried to color in June style by adding flats and then coloring the line art, which really makes it pop, or just using my lovely Copic brush, which has a kind of fun opacity, and you can layer it, and it's so fun. I love you, Procreate brushes. Next page was me just doing a final drawing for myself to figure out, I guess, finalized designs for civilian form and her magical girl form. Also some smaller doodles because I like doing expressions. I'd like to in the future hopefully do a proper, bigger, and maybe clean character sheet. I've had so much fun with this Prism OC so far that I think I want to do more. Like, I can't put down the cup. But because I want to get this video out, I was like, I'm gonna just condense it. And if I make more videos or maybe make another volume, quote unquote, of this digital sketchbook, I'll be for sure sharing that. I ended off by doing some clothing concepts. I wanted to go for really comfy, very sweet, very baggy jeans. I have to clarify, this was done at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. because I was just having so much fun drawing that I was like, I could just keep going. I really like the wolf t-shirt, and afterwards I ended up just formatting all the pages, getting them ready, and if you want to look at all of these close up, they are available for free on my VGen. You can check that out. Overall, this video was so fun to make. I'm so excited to see how Prism is gonna go from here on out. June's videos have inspired me since I was really young, and it means a lot to me that I'm even able to create a video like this. I was just drawing so much for the last couple of days, and it actually helped me learn a lot and want to actually do more stuff for my own OCs. So that'll hopefully be my next big project. Overall, I just learned a bunch. Want to say thank you to June for making Prism and awesome videos that have inspired me since I was young. And to be completely honest, I did mess up on some things lore-wise, and there's some things I wish I could go change. But overall, I think I killed it with this. I think given the time frame I did this all in, I'm really proud of myself. And that's all. I'll be showing off some of the sketchbook pages that I really like now. If you'd like to see the full 15-page PDF, it'll be available for free on my VGen. This video was so much fun to make, and I hope to make more like this. I really appreciate the support I've gotten on my sketchbook tour. Part 2 is currently in the works, but more sketchbook stuff, more OC content will hopefully be on the way for the new year. We're close to hitting 2K, and the server is also open if you'd like to join. Also, thank you for all the amazing fan art. That being said, have an amazing new year, happy holidays, and until next time, bye-bye!